Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are going to dive into a highly fascinating topic in the aquatic world, fish reproductive behavior. Reproductive behavior simply refers to how fish produce their offspring and exactly how they act during the breeding season. With over 34,000 unique fish species living on our planet, we can observe an incredible, almost unbelievable diversity in their reproductive methods. From the complex rituals of finding a mate to laying eggs and fiercely protecting their young, today we will explore these amazing behavioral patterns step by step. Let's get started. When discussing fish reproduction, we can identify three main methods. First is egg laying, technically known as oviparous reproduction. Believe it or not, over 90% of the world's fish use this method. The process is quite simple. The female releases eggs into the water and the male releases sperm over them. Since this happens entirely outside the body, we call it external fertilization. Common examples include fish like tilapia, carp, and tuna, which can release millions of eggs at once. Next, we have a very interesting method called internal development, technically known as ovoviviparous reproduction. In this case, fertilization happens inside the mother's body. The process is unique. The eggs develop and even hatch while still inside the mother's womb. Finally, she gives birth to live, fully formed young directly into the water, ready to swim. Common and popular aquarium fish like guppies and mollyfish are the most famous examples of this amazing strategy. Finally, we come to the third and rarest method known as true live-bearing or viviparity. This fascinating strategy is quite uncommon among fish, but it is truly remarkable. In this process, similar to what we see in mammals, the young pups develop deep inside the mother's womb. They receive constant nourishment and oxygen through a specialized placental connection, which acts very much like an umbilical cord. After this long development period, the young are born alive and fully formed, swimming directly from the mother into the ocean. A classic and powerful example of this method is found in certain shark species, most notably the hammerhead shark. Before reproducing, fish must find a suitable mate, and they use many clever and colorful strategies for this. One of the most common methods involves bright colors, bubble nests, and elaborate dances. For instance, male guppies and betta fish display their incredibly vibrant colors and flowing fins to catch the female's attention. They swim around the female in a highly energetic way, performing fascinating and coordinated courtship dances. These displays prove their strength and health to the female, ensuring that only the strongest fish go on to reproduce and pass on their genes. It is truly one of the most beautiful and visual spectacles found anywhere in the entire Beyond simple dances, some fish are actually incredible underwater artists and architects. The Japanese pufferfish is a perfect example of a truly unique and dedicated creator. The male spends many days using his fins to meticulously carve the sand on the seabed, eventually creating a massive and beautiful geometric pattern. These circular structures are often over 2 meters wide and look like intricate crop circles deep underwater. The female pufferfish carefully inspects this artwork, and she will only agree to lay her eggs in the very center if she is impressed by the design. This incredible effort is purely to attract a mate and provide a safe, centered place for their future offspring to develop. It is one of nature's most remarkable examples of how much effort a fish will put into finding a partner. Shutterstock. Once a mate is found, the actual process of spawning begins in a very organized way. Many fish prepare a special nest by digging small holes in the sand or by using aquatic plants to create a safe environment. The act of spawning occurs when the male and female release their eggs and sperm into the water at the exact same time. From this moment, the successful development of a new fish follows a fascinating 5-stage life cycle. First, we have the egg stage, followed by the embryo developing inside the protective shell. Then the larvae emerge, which are tiny and often carry a yolk sac for their initial nourishment. As they grow, they enter the juvenile stage, where they finally begin to look like a smaller version of their parents. Finally, they reach the adult stage, becoming fully mature and ready to start the entire reproductive cycle all over again. Each of these stages is filled with challenges, yet they are essential for the survival of the species in the vast and dangerous ocean. Understanding this cycle helps us appreciate the delicate balance of life that exists beneath the waves every single day. Nature is full of surprises, and the reproductive methods of some fish completely deviate from the norm. One of the most mind-blowing adaptations in the ocean is the ability of certain fish to actually change their biological sex during their lifetime. The most famous example of this incredible phenomenon is the colorful and popular clownfish. Clownfish live in small social groups hidden within sea anemones, and they follow a very strict hierarchy. At the very top of this group is a single, large, dominant female who mates with only the largest dominant male. But here is where the story gets truly bizarre and fascinating. If that dominant female dies or is lost to a predator, the group does not go looking for a new female from outside. Instead, the largest dominant male undergoes a complete physical transformation. Over a short period of time, he naturally changes his sex entirely and becomes the new breeding female of the group. Then the next largest male simply steps up to take his old place. It is a brilliant and highly effective survival strategy. Another incredibly strange method is parasitic reproduction. Down in the pitch-black darkness of the deep sea, the famous anglerfish has a truly bizarre strategy. The male anglerfish is actually incredibly tiny compared to the massive female. When he finally finds a mate in the dark abyss, he bites into her side and never lets go. Over time, he physically fuses with her, connecting his own bloodstream directly to hers. He loses his internal organs and becomes a permanent, living part of her body for the rest of his life. Let's move on to parental care. The way different fish care for their young is also incredibly amazing. However, many species show absolutely no parental care at all. For example, large ocean fish like tuna release millions of tiny eggs directly into the water and simply swim away. They provide zero parental care, trusting completely that sheer numbers will guarantee their survival. On the other hand, we have highly dedicated parents. Some fish fiercely protect their nests from hungry predators day and night. They constantly fan the water around the nest using their fins. This gentle action ensures the eggs receive fresh oxygen and stay perfectly clean until they are ready to hatch. Another fascinating method of parental care is known as mouth brooding. The male tilapia shows incredible dedication to his offspring. He carefully gathers the fertilized eggs and keeps them safely hidden inside his own mouth, protecting them from predators. He holds them there day and night until they finally hatch. Amazingly, he completely stops eating during this entire period to keep them safe. And perhaps the most unique example of all is male pregnancy. In seahorses, the female actually deposits her eggs directly into a special brood pouch located on the male's belly. The male is the one who carefully incubates these eggs for several weeks. He ultimately experiences real labor pains and physically gives birth to the tiny, fully formed young. Now let us explore the incredible phenomenon of migration for reproduction. Some fish species are known to travel absolutely massive distances across the globe specifically for the purpose of breeding. This remarkable and exhausting journey is called migration. Perhaps the most famous and inspiring example of this behavior is the mighty salmon. Even though salmon spend the vast majority of their adult lives swimming freely in the deep, saltwater oceans, they possess an amazing homing instinct. When it is time to reproduce, they leave the ocean behind and swim incredibly long distances upstream. They bravely battle strong river currents, jump over rushing waterfalls, and evade dangerous predators, just to reach the quiet freshwater rivers to spawn. You might wonder why they undertake such a difficult and life-threatening journey. It is because these shallow, freshwater streams provide a much safer environment for their tiny eggs and vulnerable young to grow. This ultimate sacrifice greatly increases the overall survival rate of their offspring, ensuring that the next generation successfully thrives. To summarize, fish reproductive behavior is truly a wondrous product of evolution. Finding a mate, Nesting, spawning, parental care, and migration are all essential behaviors for fish to successfully breed and protect their offspring. Understanding these behaviors is highly important, not only biologically, but also for the conservation of our aquatic resources. Thank you.